Chicago, as we talked about, and consistently goes to these big events. He travels a lot. Like he's kind of on the opposite end of Vencho, where he's regularly going to these big events. And so now they're both being rewarded for their work either in the locals or at the regionals, and they're finding themselves in top 8 here at Cream City Convergence. And we're going to start here on Town and City for game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I do like the Town and City choice a lot for Vencho. I mean, Eclipz probably likes it a lot because he's going to be able to get those kills off the side a lot easier. However, going to be living off the top a lot. And then Town and City, I believe, I'm not sure about the specific materials you can get on Town, but
a lot more dirt, a lot of the easier to break materials on the Animal Crossing stages. So you get a lot more materials, but they're also easier walls to break, which is good news for Eclipz.
Absolutely. Especially because a lot of, I think Falco might have a difficult time breaking the blocks that were kind of the bigger blocks. Ooh, good up throw to up air, but again, Town and City, so we're going to be living.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see. I'm not super familiar with how Falco goes about breaking the wall from Steve. I imagine a lot of fair, landing fair. So, but also he does have that ability to reflect the minecart back at him. But there, he eats the fair down, gets the up smash, and Vencho's up stock early in this game 1.
Yeah, oh, no pickaxe, or not pickaxe, sorry. Going to be no, what's the little one? Axe? No axe there, so. And isn't able to get a big combo there is Vencho, but 46%, nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, and we are seeing those early pokes from Eclipz. He's using a lot of that reflector, gets that lingering disjointed hitbox to whittle down on those block walls. But so far, Vencho just charging through with those minecarts again and again. And Eclipz so far, it feels like he's having a hard time pinning down Vencho so far in the set.
Yeah, it's kind of hard seeing, or it's difficult for Falco, it seems, to get in on Steve.
Yeah, Falco doesn't have the greatest frame data, and he just doesn't get the opportunities he needs to set up for these up tilts. A lot of those pokes that we're so used to Falco getting, but finally waiting there, getting that roll in on the up tilt, and getting his first stop. But Vencho grabs that diamond immediately, and now we're going to have to be very careful for Eclipz in order to try to get back into this game.
Yeah, diamond on deck is going to be extremely dangerous here for Vencho. You know, diamond being the hardest hitting of the 5 layers of tools that Steve has, so going to be Vencho's best option for picking up a lot of kills. Maybe look for that back here, but Eclipz kind of running him over right now. Sort of parallel to what we saw in the first stock, where gets a lot of percent early. Can he find this kill a bit quicker though before it spirals out of control?
It also feels like he's having a hard time playing around Vencho's hitboxes, and he immediately eats that minecart there. It seemed like he was either playing at this far range where he couldn't pressure, and then he would eat a minecart, or he'd be up close and he was losing the boxing battle with Vencho. Steve having that basically better Falco up tilt if you think about it.
Yeah.
So
and it's it seems hard to find the right range to play against Steve when you're Falco, because if you're too far away, sure, you can shoot the laser, he could just put up a wall and start mining, and laser's not going to do anything to the wall. But if you're too close, Steve obviously has extremely good boxing tools in jab, in up tilt, and you're going to be taking a ton of percent, such a fast faller as well, so a lot of those Steve combos are going to be working a lot longer than they would on a different character. So Eclipz has got to find that perfect range to play at, I think. Just outside of Steve's burst, I think.
And this is the joy of playing a best of 5. You get plenty of time to adjust. And part of this matchup, I'm sure, is a lot of feeling out your opponent's habits and adjusting on what space you need to be at, what options they're going for. And you're already seeing that here in this game too. Eclipz getting off to an extremely early lead, hasn't taken barely any percent on this first stock, and already looking for that first stock, and there it goes.
Yeah, there we go. Finally finding that kill early after we get a ton of percent on Vencho is Eclipz here. So Vencho not able to live to those really large percents that we saw in the last game, at least in the first stock, and Eclipz already looking to capitalize on this lead right now.
And this is where the Steve matchup is interesting, because now you have to see the Steve player play from behind, where Steve is extremely dominant when he's ahead, but now that he can't just sit behind his wall, get his resources, and just rack up that mining material, now how is Vencho going to box? How is he going to do with Falco, who's a character that loves when you have to interact with him?
Absolutely. Yeah, and he's got to find this stock quick if he wants to stay in it, because Eclipz is hunting Vencho off stage right now. Just absolutely...
Yeah, you have to tech that. You grabbed again. So we're looking at a healthy 3 stock right now, but here we go. Gets the minecart, but matches out really quickly there.
Yeah, I'm surprised Vencho wasn't ready for that with the up smash. There's the up smash finally going to be taking that stock. And Vencho, 2 stocks behind is nothing too... I mean, if he gets that diamond, it might not be too concerning. Those stocks can fly by, as we saw in the last game.
Yeah, here we go. Getting that quick wood damage here. 40%. But Eclipz's corner pressure and ledge trapping has been really good in this second game. So if he can continue to push Vencho off stage again after getting this guaranteed damage here, could be hard for Vencho to get back. But once again, minecart.
Oh, the minecart actually stopped him from crafting his tools that he wanted to craft right there. He has no pickaxe right now, so those crafting, it's not going to be...
He
can't craft
literally nothing.
Yeah, he can't craft as much as he wants to, and he didn't have access to forward air or back air as well. So good stuff from Eclipz, able to kind of recognize that and close that gap. Good footstool down air, though, is Vencho. And now, you know, he's got that diamond on deck, and now he's using it. 74%, you know, that's 1 or 2 Steve combos away from evening him right up.
Yeah, but Eclipz has been playing very confident this whole game. Has Vencho in a ledge trap situation again, but that immediately upper off the ledge, so much damage, 51%.
Yeah, and the perfect landing as well is Vencho, and able to get in as well on that Falco Reflector. Tries for the F smash. That might have taken that stock in, especially with Diamond.
I mean, the good news for Eclipz now is he's out of that percent where he's getting a jab trained across the whole stage into a fair and, you know, have an early stock taken. But it immediately gets that read on the run-in up smash, and now we're dead even 1-1.
Yeah, I think Vencho tried a little bit too hard to try to go for like an early stock. He was playing like really well, got that one combo, took him 0 to 50, and was like, I need to close this stock right now. And so Eclipz recognizing that and just waiting for that anvil, stays just outside of the range, and then up smash afterwards. Yeah,
Eclipz doing a great job of cleaning that up. And there's a lot going through your head when you're dealing with Steve in those kind of situations. A lot of heal options, a lot of setups that you have to be aware of so you don't end up dropping that game, and he does a great job of keeping that composure and getting into that game 3, 1-1.
Yeah, and going right back to Town and City, I do like this choice again from Vencho. We're going to be living a lot longer off the side, you know, or off the top rather. You know, the up throw into like up airs won't be as dangerous here on Town City. Yeah,
both players haven't really been killing off. If anyone's killing off the top, it's been Vencho with that up smash. But
that's true. Ooh.
Steve up smash kills very early, no matter where you are. But
so does Falco down there.
Bottom too, yeah. So yeah, just a great double dip there from Eclipz, and Vencho really doing everything he could to make it back, but you're just kind of a sitting duck in the air at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of hard from Steve to recover from below. You know, no hitbox on the top of the Steve up B, and so Eclipz recognizing that and able to take that early stock, and now again racking up a ton of percent early, 96% here on Vencho's second stock, and it's climbing fast.
Yeah, and Vencho seems like he's just really struggling when he doesn't get that early lead to just set up that mining wall. It seems like he's having a hard time finding that spacing in neutral where he can't just camp.
It's also really hard for him because he can't deal with anything other than wood tools, because he's rocking the wood tools here still on the second stock and gets reflected on that anvil. You know, that second game, he rocked the wood tools almost all the way up until he got that diamond.
Yeah, and Eclipz has the hard download right now. Getting that reflector on the anvil, like, so low to the ground, like, you had to know that was coming.
Yeah.
So Vencho gonna need to figure it out. Like, he needs to figure out, okay, what am I getting punished for here? Start to make some changes, but, you know, why change it when you can just go a little higher with that anvil and drop it down? And now taking that first stock and trying to rack up this damage with the up airs.
Yeah, and again, that axe breaking.
Oh
no.
Oh, needed that.
Absolutely needed that for Vencho. Eclipz going to be making it safely back to stage after that almost unfortunate SD.
Yeah, and as Vencho, that's something you really need to get the momentum back in your favor. It feels like ever since that game 1 where he had won in very dominant fashion, this has been all Eclipz for the last 2 games.
Yeah, and Eclipz is not letting him do anything right now. He hasn't even accessed gold yet. He can't even use the powered mine rails in this game because Eclipz is just all over this man.
Even on a stage as big as Town and City, he has been suffocating in Vencho in these games. Don't know. I don't think we go back to Town.
I'm not sure. Like, I like the idea. It's just he's not getting the good stuff out of Town. He's only getting the bad.
I think with how difficult it's been for him to, okay, small battlefield is what I was going to say. You don't want battlefield because Falco thrives on the tri-plats, but
absolutely.
Here you only need to build 2 blocks, then you have a roof over your head with the platform.
That is
so
true.
He needs to relieve this pressure that Eclipz is putting on in order to have a chance of getting back in this set.
Yeah, and he needs to find some time to mine, because if you can't mine, can't access those like insane tools that Steve has access to, it's really, really hard for Steve to make it work with only wood tools.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing a change of scenery here, small battlefield. Eclipz just immediately getting back to work with that pressure as Vencho offstage in the corner within the first 5 seconds of the game.
It sort of feels like he's been fighting out of the corner the entire set, is Vencho. Does finally get a jab train going, the first one we've seen so far, but drops it right at the very end, unfortunately.
I do like the grab, though. It's a different amount of pressure he's been applying. He's been mostly focusing on tilt so far in the set, so Eclipz has been getting comfortable sitting in shield, so now another thought and mental stack there. But Eclipz getting back to work here.
Oh, I like the attempt for the up smash. Not gonna quite find it, is Vencho. And now,
just
holds out.
That was rough, DI. And as we in this set so far, anytime that Vencho has lost the lead early, he has struggled to get it back. But that back air will leave it back up, and now we're pretty much dead even here on the second stock.
Does find the back air, and crucially has the stone tools at his disposal as well. The stone, a little bit stronger than the wood. You know, not the craziest thing in the world, but is able to rack up 61 quick, and, you know, tried for that forward air, maybe a spike on Eclipz, but Vencho not going to find it, and now we're going to be re-grabbing the stage, but...
And, like, I understand wanting to push advantage when you get that opportunity, but so much of the set has been dictated by Vencho not having resources.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to take those opportunities few and far between when Eclipz is off stage recovering to get that wall, get those resources, because he hasn't had a chance to, and there you go.
There you go, using the iron to his disposal, you know, 71%, and now access on the gold tools, which are the second strongest, but the quickest to break.
Yeah, getting that gold, so much quick damage, immediate 51 there. You're the crowd with the Vencho chats coming in and continuing to rack it on.
Wisconsin definitely out here cheering for their boy right now. They want a Vencho dub, especially with how few Wisconsin players we have left in this bracket. But Vencho, you know, showing signs of life here in this game number 4.
Yeah, he's alive and thriving right now. Full stock lead here. This is hard for Falco to bring back, especially on a character like Steve. And once Vencho gets comfortable, it's hard to get through that wall.
Yeah, and look how much iron he has at his disposal right here. He's got so much, and yeah, there we go.
If he got the immediate stock there, that would have been crazy.
Oh! He got reflected into his minecart?
And he couldn't, did he?
I guess he didn't.
I guess he had to mash out there and he didn't think he needed to?
Yeah, that was weird from Vencho there. However, you know, 127% on this Falco and diamond tools. This is one hit away from going into game number 5.
Yeah, but
there it is. Powered rails.
Gonna put in some analysis about, you know, Falco putting on quick damage, but, you know, minecart.
Sometimes it doesn't matter when the powered rail minecart's going right at your face.
I will side B because it is strong. And it was.
And it was.
So here we go, getting in this game 5 here to start out top 8 hot.
Absolutely. And we saw how much of a difference that Vencho actually being able to mine made that game. So I'm wondering what the stage choice is going to be here from Eclipz. You know, he chose small battlefield after he lost game 1 and now just got basically run over on small battlefield here in game number 4. So going to be interesting to see where he chooses to take us for our game 5 scenery.
I could see Town again if it's available. I could see Smashville especially. If I'm Vencho, I ban that on the spot.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's a rough siege stage, but let's see where we end up going for this game 5 here. Who's going to advance to losers quarters? Both players playing well. A lot of adaptation back and forth. This is what you want to see to start top 8.
Absolutely. And we're going to be getting into our first game number 5 here. Town is the stage, so back and forth, Town, Smashville, or Town, Small Battlefield, Town, Small Battlefield, and finishing it off here on Town and City.
PS2? What's that?
We don't love that here.
We start Town apparently. So immediately, Eclipz getting back to work with this corner pressure, but that rising up air once again being the get-out-jail free card for Vencho in these corner situations.
Yeah, you talked about a bit earlier how Vencho has been using that rising up tilt to his advantage for a good portion of the set and gets the full nil combo right there, does Vencho. You know, 58% here on Falco, but no axe again to work with, or shovel I think is the tool on this stage.
He's mining with it, something. He's
mining with something. And now going to be iron tools here, so the third strongest. The last one we haven't talked about yet.
It feels like as the set goes on, it's been kind of a reversal of fortune where Vencho is using a lot of what was going well for Eclipz against him as the set goes on. The corner pressure has been starting to work against Eclipz. His pressure up close has been starting to be reversal. So now, what is Eclipz going to do? Is he going to try to play more of the mid-range with this pressure with the reflectors to bait out those minecarts. He needs to figure out a change in game plan now.
Yeah, he needs to figure it out fast because 118% is, you know, pretty close to Steve Death percent, where stuff like a back air and up smash is going to start killing right now. But an up tilt back air will as well, and Eclipz actually striking first blood in this game. Vencho going to be mining that diamond tool immediately, though, and now, you know, we got Steve with diamond here. Anything is possible.
Yeah, I like setting him back and getting those resources for Vencho, because in those games he lost, he was kind of panicking and just immediately going into box with Falco and not getting his resources up, which when he's been mining, when he's had his resources, that's when he's been winning.
Absolutely. Yeah, and a full resource at his disposal right here. He's got the gold, got the iron, got the rails. There's a first stock with the powered minecart rails and full diamond jabs across the stage, but, you know, Eclipz is going to be finding a way out.
I have not heard a crowd pop off this hard for Steve Jab, maybe ever.
Maybe ever. The crowd loves their Wisconsin player right here.
So here we go. Also looking at the materials once again, almost out of them yet again. They've been flying quick. Eclipz aware of that, continue to apply this pressure. Up smash has just been reigning true for Eclipz throughout this set.
Yeah, and now no materials at all on Vencho. Does not matter. You've got diamond F smash, and now just rack up those materials quickly while that Falco's off stage.
I love the hold down shield to avoid that up tilt back air confirm. You get to live to see another day in this stock too. Yeah. So close right now. And
a reversal of fortune as well. You know, Eclipz had the lead, got forced off stage one time with that diamond F smash, and now we're seeing him on his tournament stock right here, actually. Is
the minecart kills have been so high in this set. You're so used to the questionable side Bs from Steve, but Vencho has been doing a great job of...
He lived that. That's
fantastic
insane.
DI.
All right, 136 here on Steve. You know, no materials to his name, but he's got that diamond. That might be all he needs. You know, 55%. And Town and City with those small side blast zones, this is going to be extremely scary for Eclipz if he gets hit by, you know, a back air or an F smash. That's what Vencho's looking for 100% right now.
Yeah, and Vencho doing a great job of playing this keep away game. Isn't letting Eclipz engage in any boxing situation that he wants. And this is getting away from Eclipz now.
Yeah.
But finally jumps over, gets that back air. Last stock, game 5 of top 8. Crucially, immediately getting that side B again.
Yeah, and crucially has more diamond on deck as well, so able to get the diamond immediately. Wow. And there's the diamond F smash through the block wall, and Vencho moves on in this bracket into losers quarters.
Yeah, fantastic adaptation from Vencho throughout that set. We were talking about how, as it went on, Eclipz was building up that adaptation, was starting to apply better pressure. Vencho immediately shifting the dynamic, shifting the